Hey, welcome to the best night of the year, right here. All right, so this is, I don't know how many years we've been doing this, but really, this is my favorite night of the year. First of all, I was saying to a couple of you, congratulations to every one of you. It is not easy to do what you did. To memorize Shakespearean lines and get in front of people and do it and be graded on it. That is not easy to do. Round of applause for all of you. For everybody. Great work. Great work. I'll turn it over to Ms. Hinker. She has been running this for years. The rules are not very complicated. Obviously, when someone steps up, you give them your profound, devout, and silent attention, and then rapturous applause afterwards. And she will run the show and announce each person one at a time, and they will come forward and do it. But she'll introduce the judges in the back, our esteemed judging panel. They will be keeping track, and then they will go off to a room. It'll take them 2 or 3 minutes to make a decision, and they will come back and announce the winners. So good luck to everyone.
All right, guys, welcome to the annual Lowermid Macbeth Recitation Contest. This is a very exciting night. This is like your first night of many performing Shakespeare here at Taft. So dive right in. And obviously, these contestants here are like very, very brave to come up in front of the entire Lowermid class. So one more huge round of applause for all of our contestants. Our esteemed judging panel in the back starts with Peter Zube. A member of the class who brought in a smoke machine his freshman year, so like he has like some serious Macbeth pedigree. Next to him we have Marley Thompson. No smoke machine for Marley, but she too was one of our contestants way back when. And then we have our esteemed colleague, Mr. Will Shotwell, who is our faculty judge. Without further ado, we're going to have the contestants go in alphabetical order by last name. The rules are pretty simple. We are going to be hugely, thunderously applauding everything that they do. It's very nerve-wracking, and so without further ado, we are going to begin with Libby Dolan, Macbeth's Is This a Dagger?
Is this a dagger which I see before me, the handle toward my hand? Come, let me clutch thee. I have thee not, and yet I see thee still. Art thou not, fatal vision, sensible to feeling as to sight? Or art thou but a dagger of the mind, a false creation proceeding from the heat-oppressed brain? I see thee yet in form as palpable as this which now I draw. Thou marshallest me the way the time's going, and such an instrument I was to use. Mine eyes are made the fools of the other senses, or else worth all the rest. I see thee still, and on thy blade and dudgeon, gouts of blood which was not so before. There is no such thing. It is the bloody business which informs thus to mine eyes.
Died hereafter. There would have been a time for such a word. Tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow creeps in this petty pace from day to day, to the last syllable of recorded time. And all our yesterdays have lighted fools the way to dusty death. Out, out, brief candle. Life is but a walking shadow, a poor player that struts frets his hour upon the stage, and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying
While they're sort of putting notes on this one, we have prizes for first, second, and third place. And a reminder, the winner has a pizza party for their class. So you guys And now, without further ado, we have Ben Lee.
This soliloquy was set after Macbeth has killed King Duncan, and he still has fears about his friend Banquo. I hope you all enjoy it. To be thus is nothing but to be safely thus. Our fears in Banquo stick deep, and in his royalty of nature reigns that which would be feared. It is much he dares, and to that dauntless temper of his mind he hath a wisdom that doth guide his battle to act in safety. There is none but he whose being I do fear, and under him my genius is rebuked. He chid the sisters when first they put the name of king upon me, and bade them speak to him. Then, prophet-like, they hailed him father to a line of kings. Upon my head they placed a fruitless crown and put a barren scepter in my grip. Thence to be wrenched with an unlineal hand. No son of mine succeeding. If it be so, for Banquo's issue hath I fouled my mind. For them, the gracious Duncan hath I murdered, put rancors in the vessel of my peace. Only for them. Mine eternal jewel, given to the common enemy of man to make them kings. The seeds of Banquo kings. Rather than so, come fate into the list and champion me to the utterance. Thank you.
We're gonna go to Keisha Mongman.
Come, you spirits that tend on mortal thoughts, unsex me here, and fill me from the crown to the toe top full of direst cruelty. Make thick my blood. Stop up the access and passage to remorse, that no compunctious visitings of nature shake my felt purpose, nor keep peace between the effect and it. Come to my women's breasts and take my milk for gall, you murdering ministers! Wherever in your sightless substances you wait on nature's mischief. Come, thick night, and pall thee in the dunnest smoke of hell, that my keen knife see not the wound it makes, nor heaven peep through the blanket of dark to cry, "Hold! Hold!"
Next, Jancy Schoonmaker.
Is this a dagger which I see before me? The handle towards my hand. Come, let me clutch thee. I have thee not, and yet I see thee still. Art thou not fatal vision, sensible to feeling as to sight? Or art thou but a dagger of the mind, false creation, proceeding from the heat-oppressed brain? I see thee yet, in form as palpable as this which now I draw. Thou marshallest me the way thou was going, and such an instrument I was to use. Mine eyes are made the fools of the other senses, or else with all the rest I see thee still, and on thy blade and dungeon gouts of blood which was not so before. There's no such thing. It is the bloody business which informs thus to mine eyes. Now, over the one half-world, nature seems dead, and wicked dreams abuse the curtained sleep. Witchcraft celebrates pale Hecate's offerings. Withered murder, all around by his sentinel, the wolf, whose howls his watch, thus with his stealthy pace, with Tarquin's ravishing strides, towards his design, moves like a ghost, thou sure and firm-set earth. Hear not my steps, which way they walk, for fear thy very stones prate of my whereabouts, and take the present horror from the time which now suits with it. I go, and it is done. The bell invites me. Hear it not, Duncan, for it is a knell, which summons thee to heaven or to hell.
All right, next we have Kate Sharp.
Once thou art, am Cawdor, and shalt be what thou art promised. Yet, do I fear thy nature. It is too full the milk of human kindness to catch the nearest way. Thou wouldst be great, art not without ambition, but without the illness should attend it. What thou wouldst highly, that wouldst thou holily, wouldst not play false, and yet wouldst wrongly win. Thou'st have great gloms, that which cries, thus thou must do, if thou have it. And that which rather thou dost fear to do, then wishes should be undone. Hie thee hither, that I may pour my spirits in thine ear, and chastise with the valor of my tongue all that impedes thee from the golden round, which fates and metaphysical aid doth seem to have thee crowned withal.
All right, we have a couple more left. Next, Tiffany Shane.
Okay, so I'm going to be Lady Macbeth, and Ivy will help play Macbeth. Okay.
Not cast aside so soon.
Was the hope drunk? Wherein you dressed yourself? Hath it slept since? And wakes it now to look so green and pale in what it did so freely. From this time such I account thy love. Art thou afeard to be the same in thine own act and valor as thou art in desire?
the ornament of life. As I'm a coward in mine own esteem, letting I dare not wait upon I would, like the poor cat in the attic.
Someone you already know, someone who needs no introduction, but this is Ivy Schwab.
The raven himself is hoarse, that croaks the fatal entrance of Duncan under my battlements. Come, you spirits, that tender mortal thought, unsex me here, fill me from the crown to the toe, top full of direst cruelty, make thick my blood. And stop up the access and passage to remorse, that no compunctions visiting to nature shake my fell purpose, nor keep peace between effect and it. Come to my woman's breath, and take my milk, forgo you murdering ministers, wherever your sightless stuff is as you wait on nature's mischief. Come, thick night, and pour me in the dunnest smoke of hell, that my kidney see not the wound it makes, nor have them peep through the blanket of the dark to cry, hold! Hold.
Yet here's a spot. Out, damn spot. Out, I say. 1, 2. Why then, 'tis time to do it. Hell is murky. Fie, my lord, fie. A soldier and a feared. What need we fear who know when none could call our power to account? Yet, who would have thought the old man to have had so much blood in him? Thane of Fife had a wife. Where is she now? These hands ne'er be clean. No more of that, my lord, no more of that. You murdered all with this starting. Put on that nightgown. Wash that hand, look not so pale. I tell you this again. Banquo was dead. He cannot come out of his grave. To bed. To bed. There's knocking at the gate. Come. 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 Give me that hand. What's done cannot be undone. To bed. To bed.
So, we'd just like to start off by congratulating all of the contestants and saying that this was a very difficult set of choices that we had to make, and we were really thrilled to see everybody's performance. So, congratulations once again to you all. I'm going to let Peter and Marley do the presentations of the awards.
Alright, so in third place, we have decided to call it a tie. Okay, So third place is split between Justin and Tiffany.
All right, we're gonna work out. Oh, okay.
Well, I wasn't expecting this. Take that, and I'll get yours to you tomorrow.
All right, so in second place, we have Libby Dolan. All right, and then finally in first place, we have Ivy Long.
Yeah, it was very tough.
It was incredibly difficult. You all did wonderfully. Have a good evening.